it isn't the prosperity that motivates me. I do know that if prosperity is my goal, the freer society is, the better it is for us. I understand that. But my biggest concern, of course, when I see what's happening is a threat to our personal liberty. And I have always argued, I would argue the case for liberty, because for me it's a moral issue, it's not a pragmatic issue. I would argue the case for liberty because I just want to be left alone.
The system doesn't give a fuck about me. I turn on television, what the fuck I see? More propaganda funded by the stakeholders. I don't have a voice, I don't really have a choice. Focused on making money by my way until I'm free. But every $600 they gon' need to CID. Created regulation, only protected the corporations. Preventing competition, then expecting high taxation. Getting taxed to give funding so my neighbors hate me. Created identity politics and no way to stop the hunger for real change from a system meant to enslave. Money printer buried American dream in a shallow grave. Not the next man, blame the blind man. Two brothers in common, but we gon' fight, man. Your team ain't my team, so we fucking gang. Instead of realizing that we both getting fucked, man. Your money turns worthless, and the bankers fucking laugh. Ask the Fed to provide liquidity till the balance sheet look like a meme coin graph. YOLO.
And then they started chanting, and the Fed.
You see, inflation robs you, your children, their children's ability to have a good standard of living. Ever since 1971, systematically it's been created to make you a debt slave, so you don't have a good standard of living. And shit, I just want a happy life, to raise a couple of good kids with a pretty wife, in a good neighborhood with a value system that makes them wise. But lately I feel like all that we do is survive. God help me have wisdom and all the strength, cause this world fucked up and I don't know if I can just survive.
What up, Vigilantes? Today, I want to talk to you guys about Ethereum. My favorite coin. Psych! No, it's not. It's not my favorite coin. It has never been my favorite coin. When I talk to you guys about this, I'm not saying that the people that are working on Ethereum projects are bad. I just think that they are building on a very shitty foundation. This is exactly the reason why the Bitcoin civil wars started. I actually have thought about this event of the creation of Ethereum as being the first civil war within Bitcoin. Ethereum to me was a brain drain when it came out, of people that were lied to and told that they couldn't build smart contracts on the Bitcoin blockchain. People that were lied to with stories about Bitcoin not being able to scale, but supposedly that Ethereum was capable of scaling. So I found myself from the beginning very apprehensive and cautious with Ethereum, to the point that I wasn't even involved in any of their crowd sales, ICOs, or even with the Ethereum launched. I was such a Bitcoin maximalist at the time, and to a certain degree I still am, that I just wasn't involved in any of that. I saw Ethereum as promising and still promising something that they can't deliver. And in the Ethereum creators, never understanding what Satoshi truly gave us. Never really understanding the Nakamoto consensus. And in my apprehension, seeing them as people that were economically illiterate. People that did not understand how an economy of scale works and how Satoshi gave us an economy that scales on chain. This was also part of the Bitcoin civil war, these arguments, right? So we have BTC, which disabled a lot of the capabilities that Satoshi gave us and is only transacting 7 transactions per second. The blockchain in BTC, in my perspective, becomes more and more crippled every single day. And you're just having to rely on second layers, and now we're even talking about third layers for BTC, which is they call it the computational layer. In computer science, simplicity is king. And Satoshi gave us a very simple protocol upon which we can build everything on chain. Well, at least that was my perspective on what Satoshi gave us, on what Bitcoin is and is about. And to this day, I still fight for that worldview, right? And it's a worldview that has that understands Bitcoin to properly be an open and transparent ledger. I've always seen Ethereum. Well, Ethereum is always a open and transparent ledger, a completely transparent blockchain, completely open to blockchain analytics. So it really bothered me, because when it came down to scaling, I always saw Bitcoin being able to scale better than Ethereum. And I'm referring to Bitcoin's original design. If you want to kind of understand what I'm talking about, and you guys maybe see my other videos, I'm talking about Bitcoin's original design as it is on the white paper, where you're not just emphasizing the coin aspect of Bitcoin, but its computational power as well, for you to be able to build smart contracts on the Bitcoin blockchain. Oh, you don't believe me? Look at BSV. That's what I'm referring to right now. That is a bunch of rebel miners like myself taking the Bitcoin blockchain and having complete autonomy with it. Autonomy that we hold to as part of Satoshi's original design, where we are creating an economy on chain. So, but this video is not about Bitcoin. This video is about Ethereum. When Ethereum came out, it promised us to give us what BSV is doing now. So, as a big blocker, I always saw Ethereum as a place that was trying to build something that Satoshi had already given us. I'm okay with people building and experimenting, but it bothers me when entrepreneurs are lied to and told to build on ground that is not solid. To me, there's nothing more solid than Bitcoin miners. At the Crypto Vigilante, we've always made this distinction between what we call transparent surveillance coins and privacy coins, or privacy protocols. We cannot fathom a world without privacy coins. There's so much tyranny on the planet right now that it is for us the most important aspect of all of crypto. Privacy coins are the most important aspect of all of crypto. And if you are not hip to privacy coins, well, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Crypto Vigilante, because we focus on what matters most in crypto. Ethereum promised us smart contracts that, from the crypto anarchist perspective, they were only ever able to deliver stupid contracts. One of the holy grails within Ethereum is to create a decentralized autonomous organization, a DAO. You can't be autonomous if you're open to censorship. As long as Ethereum or any protocol is open to surveillance, as long as the protocol level is transparent, you will have the problem of financial voyeurism and surveillance and censorship. And in crypto, we love to be censorship resistant. So a lot of these projects like Ethereum, and they only are projects that will work and ever really work when you emphasize and you honor government control over the network. If you're someone who's espousing government control over the resolution of disputes within your network, within your crypto network, then at least you're being honest. You are being honest in what you're promoting, and you're just dealing with the world as the world is, and I can't fault you for that. Now, if you're someone who's promoting or working on a transparent surveillance coin like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, BTC, BSV, Ethereum, Cardano, you name it, Polkadot. If you're working within a transparent surveillance coin and you still are advocating for some sort of cypherpunk ethos where you're alluding, even in your marketing and in your language, that your network is censorship resistant, you are lying. And you're lying to people, and you are liable of hurting a lot of people with your lies. A great example of this is DeFi. Decentralized finance. DeFi could be as decentralized as it wants. I mean, it could be billions of nodes. Well, but with the technology we have nowadays, you're still dealing with protocols that are completely transparent, and you're working within a glass house. So all this bullshit about DeFi that we've heard in the past few years is nothing more than CeFi. Nothing more than regular finance. So a lot of the stuff that we saw in Ethereum recently with DeFi is nothing more but marketing. It's nothing more than marketing. And it really bothered us because people got the impression that they were within systems that were censorship resistant, and they were not. And that was pretty sad to see. We told our subscribers. They were probably the only group of people on the planet that knew what was going on. The rest just thought that they were dealing within a truly censorship resistant space. It's important for people to educate themselves because it could really make their lives miserable by assuming or alluding to protocols like Ethereum being censorship resistant. They are not. And guess what? They will never be. And even if you were to build some sort of privacy layer as a second layer, as long as you're dependent on the first layer, you're fucked. Not just because the main layer, the main net is completely open to surveillance, but because you're adding complexity to the situation. Whereas when you use a privacy coin or a real cryptocurrency, properly speaking, like Monero or Pirate Chain, you're using something that is private by default. You just plug and play. You don't have to do anything special. There's elegance and there's a merit to simplicity in computer science. Yes, Linux is amazing, but it's not something that is easy for most people to use. When we talk about crypto and we talk about digital assets and protecting people's private property on the internet, we need to be honest. And we need to tell people where the dispute resolution lies within these networks. And Ethereum sold you guys a lie. It gave you the illusion that you could resolve disputes outside of government law. They may have not have said it up front, but that was always the promise, right? Implicitly with DeFi and the DAO. So I hate to be the guy that sets the record straight. I hope there's other people out there in the world saying what we're saying at the Crypto Vigilante, because people need to know the truth. So Ethereum from the get-go, from the beginning, was very was a place that I personally, I don't know, it just felt a little lizardly for me, a little too reptilian. And I was right. Guess what? Now it's common knowledge that Consensus is owned by MasterCard, JP Morgan, and UBS. The vast majority of the Ethereum virtual machine goes through Consensus. A lot of the main players within Ethereum that were with Ethereum since its inception, not all of them, because I'm buddies with some of the guys that were involved with Ethereum in the early days, but they're no longer part of the project. They just helped a little bit here and there. But they left for some reason. And now it's pretty obvious that some of the main guys involved are part of the World Demonic Forum. So Ethereum is owned by the World Demonic Forum. And that is not a surprise to me. It's not surprising at all. So Chainalysis recently put out a report on how they have the ability to cross-reference wallets and people that come from sanctioned jurisdictions with the Ethereum blockchain and with every other transparent blockchain, as a matter of fact, like BTC, BSV, Bitcoin Cash. But see, guys, that's the thing. At the very least, fucking BSV is honest about being a surveillance coin, right? And it's I know BSV gets a lot of hate, but it fucking works. Number one, it scales. It's also the network that has the most transactions. More than half of all transactions in all of crypto are happening within BSV. Yet it's still the most delisted coin. And it's the coin that is being attacked by these same demonic entities that are affiliated with the World Demonic Forum. So, yeah, man. I tend to always go where the people tell me not to go and look into things people tell me not to look into, because that's where I know I'll find profitable opportunities. If you just keep following the masses and what their opinions are, oh, you're gonna get fucked. And you're gonna lose out on a lot of opportunities. Once you have a cult-like following in any area of life, you need to question yourself. Ethereum is a great idea if it's done right. And what Ethereum really has been marketing itself to be, or to be able to do, is what DERO and the DERO ecosystem is creating. What is DERO? D-E-R-O, DERO. DERO is a privacy smart contract blockchain. We are very excited about DERO. Well, why is that? Because DERO's being honest. DERO is giving us the opportunity to finally have a smart contract platform that is censorship resistant. Why is that important? Because DERO is finally the first place where we can create dispute resolution systems that compete or complement government law. And this is because they're private by default. Because the protocol in DERO is private by default. Now, this is an amazing invention. If anything is to be the Ethereum killer, is DERO. 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 I call it alien technology because it's something unlike anything we've ever seen. So if you like Ethereum and you still say, well, you know, I really like Ethereum and blah, 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 blah. Well, BSV does it better. If you want to play within the open and you want to have government jurisdiction, oversee every aspect of your life, of your applications, of your smart contracts, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. But at least be honest. BSV is honest when it comes to that. They're honest about being and this is how they refer to Bitcoin's original design. They would say that Bitcoin was created to be a global truth ledger, an honesty machine. To keep the assholes in power accountable. I see a use case for that. We will have public lives. We will still have to deal with governments for as long as who knows how long. But neither Ethereum nor BSV create a completely different world, strange from government dispute resolution. It does not. I would even say that DERO doesn't even. But DERO at least gives you the opportunity to create something that rivals government law, which is pretty cool. Something that challenges, something that creates, something that, you know, something new. Giving us new ways to cooperate with one another, because this was the Ethereum promise, right? To give us new ways to cooperate with one another. Ways that are removed away from government intervention, government censorship. But Ethereum, or the Bitcoin protocol, as a matter of fact, was never able to do that. So anyone that's telling you from any transparent surveillance network like Bitcoin, any of the Bitcoin protocols as they've been manifested over time, or Ethereum, or any of the other surveillance coins, anyone to tell you that someday they will be private enough is lying to you. And they're giving you advice that is actually very dangerous. I'm appalled anytime I hear a BTC maximalist say that they are private, or that BTC has the ability or will have privacy in the future. Because you're saying that to people that don't understand crypto in the level that we may understand it. And sure, I see BTC as a science experiment. Sometime in the future, it will have fungibility. Sometime in the future. But we don't need fungibility 100 years from now. We need fungibility later on this afternoon. And that's why at the Crypto Vigilante, we say that Monero is everything that BTC has always promised to be or desires to be. If you're not private by default, you're not private at all. And it's a shame. It really is a shame that people are still lied to. I've been to conferences where I hear Bitcoin maximalists tell people that BTC has privacy features, or that BTC is private. It's not. Ethereum is also not private. Bitcoin Cash is not private. BSV is not private. But at the very fucking least, BSV is honest about it. All these other ones lie to you about privacy. And there's something very, very interesting that's happening right now in the world of crypto. You have honest people coming together from different worldviews, like people from BSV and people from Monero and people from Pirate Chain. I see them coming together because they actually follow logical consistency, and they admit that the BTC protocol is not private, that Ethereum is not private. This is a very big issue, guys. And if people don't get with it, they're going to be hurt. You're going to hurt a lot of people in crypto. Look how bad the situation is, guys. That right now, Wasabi wallet is completely open to censoring people. So in other words, all of the fucking wallets in BTC are shit. None of them even offer you the optional privacy. The only one that truly offers you optional privacy is the Samourai wallet. And yet a lot of people are stupid because they see a Samourai wallet and they yell at them. They're like, well, you guys are not maximalist enough. You guys are trying to incorporate atomic swaps with Monero. Well, at least the guys at Samourai are being honest. And they're actually creating the tools necessary to secure the privacy of people in BTC, people that care and need privacy. Because, you know, we can talk, we can be here all day and we can talk about how Monero is the place that people under persecution should go to. But the truth is that Monero, the liquidity of Monero has to grow a lot. And guess what? It will, because the need is so fucking bad. All that is needed is for people to start being honest. Start being honest, guys. BTC is not a privacy coin. Ethereum is not a privacy coin. They are surveillance coins that are open to mass financial voyeurism. They're dangerous. They're very, very dangerous. For anyone that truly needs privacy in their life, and in my opinion, we're all going to need it more and more every day. So it's pretty fucked up to be in a place in crypto, in a time in crypto's history where people, so many good people are lied to. It's ridiculous. So, as I've been talking, you may have seen all the links that I've put regarding what's happening with Wasabi. It's embarrassing. And we've been knowing this in the past, probably like in 2 years ago or a year ago. An exchange sent a letter to one of their clients telling them that they were going to freeze their account and just fuck them over because they sent their money, their BTC, from their exchange straight to a Wasabi wallet because it offers the mixing service that it does. And that was enough for that person to get screwed over. And yet after that happens, BTC maximalists have the audacity to tell people that Bitcoin is private, where exchanges are not just asking you about your past and investigating the past of your wallets, or the wallets that your wallet has been in contact with, but they're actually surveilling you into the future. So we need privacy now, guys. Everyone listening and watching this video, you are not experiencing real cryptocurrencies unless you are dealing with privacy coins. If you're not using privacy coins in crypto, if you don't even know what a privacy coin is, you actually don't know crypto. You're pretty lost. You actually haven't experienced the fullness of cryptocurrency. When Bitcoin got started, at the time, Bitcoin was so new that we knew we were private enough. And yet we were cautious, knowing that someday in the future, this thing will be surveilled like crazy. And guess what? We're there now. Bitcoin is probably, BTC is probably the most surveilled network on the planet. And there's so much financial voyeurism happening in crypto in general. And you guys keep thumping around with your DeFi and Ethereum as if it's offering anyone anything new. It's not. Ethereum, again, everything that happens within Ethereum is being surveilled by JP Morgan, UBS, and MasterCard. It's the same fucking reason, the same usual suspects, right? Affiliated with the World Demonic Forum. And here you are selling people a bag of goods, telling them that this is censorship resistant. No, it's not, guys. You're giving people banking 2.0 is really what you gave people. I just got snagged real quick. You're giving people banking 2.0. That's all you're doing. And it's actually more dangerous than banking 2.0, than traditional banks. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but they're really trying to create a digital prison around you. And all of these assholes in Silicon Valley, big tech, their whole game plan, and what they really want is to institute a surveillance state that uses a social credit system like in China. Now, are we going to allow them to do that? Fuck no. Hell no. Crypto and what Bitcoin gives us is not something that we got into to create a prison planet. If you want to contribute to that, go fuck yourself. But that's not why we're here. And honest people understood that this was a problem with these transparent protocols like Ethereum, like Bitcoin. And they created privacy coins, real cryptocurrency, like Pirate Chain and Monero, that are private by default. Easy to use. You just plug and play. So we're living in a very interesting time in crypto. It feels to me like crypto's just getting started, because for the first time we're building right from the start. Not to say that what Satoshi gave us was not correct and built right from the start. I think it was mostly misunderstood. And in my opinion, the biggest threat to the establishment till this day, because Bitcoin in its original design, now we see it in the form of BSV. And again, Bitcoin is the protocol, not the ticker. Remember that one. In the form of BSV, Bitcoin's original design outcompetes tyranny through a beautiful symphony of aligned incentives powered by the capitalist meritocracy that Satoshi gave us, also known as the Nakamoto Consensus, which is the proof of work of miners that are autonomous in creating a space for human cooperation where there is no central planner or anyone taking over the network. But in order for that to exist, you need to have extreme capitalism and be completely open to people competing with each other in the free and open market, starting with the miners. But that's another story. We don't have to talk about that right now, because at the Crypto Vigilante, we disagree when it comes to open, transparent ledgers. The vast majority of the team does not like BSV. They like BTC more. They like Bitcoin Cash more. Some of the guys, some of the people there, some of them even see some projects within Ethereum as like cool projects. Like, for example, I like Presearch a lot. I think Presearch is an amazing project. It's like they want to disintermediate Google. That's fucking awesome. Good for them. Unfortunately, they're building on a shitty foundation. In Ethereum, the more you use the Ethereum blockchain, you're committing suicide. The more successful you are, the harder you're making it for yourself to be successful, because you're clogging up the Ethereum network. And you end up having problems like CryptoKitties or fucking spending over $600 on transaction fees. Like, what the fuck?
Very well right now. People complain about high fees, but the fees are reasonable, and we've got cheaper systems with less security, softening up some of the excess demand, and that's a great thing.
Whereas if you use Bitcoin's original design, you know, that which is hated most in all of crypto, now under the ticker symbol of BSV, you're paying pennies. And you're putting NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain forever. The actual content, that's only seen in BSV, but I'm sorry, no, you can't know about this. No one wants you to know about this, right? BSV is at least open about the fact that it is an open ledger of honesty that supports itself on top of government law. But guess what? So is BTC, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum, and all other transparent surveillance coins. All surveillance coins, all honest, transparent blockchains depend on government for their dispute resolution. And I'm repeating myself, but it's important for you guys to learn this stuff. If you want to create alternative dispute resolution systems like smart contracts, want to create for the world, and if that's really what you want, if that's the end in mind that you have, like Ethereum has always marketed itself as being the platform for people to be able to do these things, then you need to be private by default. You need a fungible medium of exchange. You need to be resistant to censorship. You need to be private by default at the protocol level so that you can start truly experimenting with ideas and startups and applications and smart contracts and real DAOs, real autonomous, decentralized organizations. And they can only be autonomous when they're censorship resistant. So everything in Ethereum that they wanted to create as a smart contract was always a stupid contract. Sorry to be so blunt, but sometimes you have to bring out the brutalist within you, right? Get away from stupid contracts unless you are okay dealing with government law, as you see in BSV. BSV, they're completely open to government law. Dude, they're so open to government law in BSV that they actually patented a shit ton of things regarding blockchain technology. Alibaba was doing it, IBM was doing it. Fuck, everyone in big tech started doing it, and who I consider people that are very close to Team Satoshi, they were like, fuck that, we're gonna patent what we created. And in BSV has a shit ton of patents. And that led to a big lawsuit that is happening right now where a bunch of big tech giants like Facebook, Meta, Twitter, Square, or Block, whatever they call it, MicroStrategy, and a bunch of other big tech lackeys and Silicon Valley lackeys like Digital Currency Group, they're all going after Craig Wright and BSV. Because all of a sudden, Facebook and Twitter, supposedly they're the biggest libertarians that care about the FOSS ethos, right? Open software, right? And we're supposed to believe them now, right? That they're our friends or some bullshit like that. Look, if you're gonna play ball within government, do it right. Don't be a dumbass. But if you're gonna create something that is truly censorship resistant because you want to create something new, something that is separate from government law and government jurisdictions, or at least something that complements it, or something just experimental, something that is truly censorship resistant, you need to get away from BTC, get away from BSV, get away from Bitcoin Cash, get away from Ethereum. Build on solid ground. Start from scratch like Monero did with the CryptoNote protocol. Nicholas von Saberhagen. That's the Satoshi Nakamoto you guys should be geeking out about most nowadays. Satoshi Nakamoto gave us a beautiful thing, a thing that almost most people don't understand. In my opinion, BTC maximalists don't understand to this day what Satoshi gave us. Ask a Bitcoin maximalist about Bitcoin's computational power on chain. They have no idea what the fuck that means. Tell them to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to explain it to them. But I digress. If you really want to create a new world, you need to look at privacy coins, guys. The time is now. Look at what's happening with Wasabi wallet. Look at what's happening with the World Demonic Forum that completely runs Ethereum, that completely runs, it's sneaking into every aspect of crypto. The World Demonic Forum is literally surveilling and using crypto against you. Every transparent blockchain on the planet will be used against you. Don't you see that there is this group of megalomaniacs called the World Demonic Forum, and what they want is to use all technology against you? That's what they want. So crypto, this is the chance you've always been waiting for, man. Everyone watching this needs to know that crypto is just now starting to wake up. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, this is the opportunity of millennia to come. Why is that? Because right now, we are building real cryptocurrency that is private by default, cryptocurrency that is censorship resistant, where you can create real smart contracts, not stupid contracts like in Ethereum, real smart contracts. If you people in Ethereum, at least if you're fucking honest with people, I wouldn't call you guys, call you out for making stupid contracts, because if you're honest about being a transparent surveillance coin that is not censorship resistant, then, the fact that you market yourself as such, and that you say that this is a place for DAOs and DeFi doesn't mean shit again. True DeFi is Monero, Pirate Chain, that is decentralized finance. True DeFi is DERO, where you're going to be able to really create DeFi structures, financial structures that have their own dispute resolution systems built within them. That's what you guys want to build. That's where you guys want to build. That's what you guys want to do. Fuck where the crypto space has been already. It's in dangerous territory. And these governments, a lot of them are very tyrannical, and they're not at all going to stop being tyrannical. Oh, but the exchanges, but the crypto news. Oh, but the influencers on fucking Twitter or fucking, the vast majority of those people are paid by Silicon Valley and big tech to throw out a narrative to make you think that you're being all rebellious and all, you're like all cutting edge. No, you're not. The vast majority of these networks are the bitches of the same usual suspects. So the real revolution is happening right now. It's getting started. And if you want to get started, go to cryptovigilante.io/convoy, where we give you guys a little precursor to privacy coins, kind of like a good intro. We give you guys this for free, just to get your feet wet, understand what privacy coins are about. Which that name, by the way, is changing. We're moving more and more away from calling them privacy coins. No, they're real cryptocurrencies. The other ones are transparent surveillance coins. That's the difference. So we're moving away from transparent surveillance coins to the real cryptocurrency space, where we really build things out, where we can really build things out that are censorship resistant. That's what's happening. And you guys are in at the beginning of all of this. Look at how undervalued Pirate Chain is. Look at how undervalued Monero is. DERO. DERO, the privacy smart contract protocol. DERO's fucking amazing, guys. I'm very excited for DERO. Entrepreneurs are flocking to DERO right now. They're building out the future, the real DeFi, the real DAOs. I'm very excited about DERO. So yeah, guys, this is about to get fun. This is about to get fun, and this is about to get real. Because this is everything crypto and Bitcoin have, people, the vast majority of people in crypto and Bitcoin, this is what they've always wanted. But yet they're still climbing up the wrong tree with Ethereum, BTC. This is what they've always wanted. And now for the first time, it's really happening. And only very few people are in on this. So I'm very happy to also announce that on April 22nd, we're going to be having the Crypto Vigilante, the TCV workshop for free. And this is for all new people. So don't come in as an experienced crypto user, expecting a bunch of advanced stuff. No, this is for your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt. This is for people that are brand new to crypto that, this is the hardest thing in everything that we've ever done. I think this is the hardest thing, and we're doing it for free because teaching someone new about crypto is kind of like a lot of responsibility in a sense, because there are a lot of nuances, and this is where people make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes in crypto. This is all brand new territory where you are your own bank. And so yeah, mistakes will be made, but we want to help people in avoiding the mistakes that many of us have made in the past. So I want to congratulate everyone watching this for being a pioneer in real cryptocurrency. Peace, love, and anarchy, guys. Take care.